Good morning, guys. Welcome to Trade Confident. If you have never seen me do a video for SOL before, or you guys are brand new, my name is Travis Martin. I'm the founder of Trade Confident. We have traded cryptocurrency for pretty much the entire year here on this channel, and we have not lost a single trade yet. We're up $987 in the last about 3 weeks now, and we have taken withdrawals in the market here. You can see some of these here for 546 to 60, 20, and so on and so forth. So if you guys want to come to a channel where we're live trading, here you guys go. So this is just for all of you guys who are brand new because you haven't seen. I'm reaching a new audience by going out to SOL. So I wanted to give you guys that welcome introduction. Hope you guys really enjoyed this. Okay, we'll be going over the metrics today, but I am going to be going over, guys, something you need to watch out for SOL, and it's part of the reason why I haven't been doing Solana yet. I'll get into that. Okay, we're going to go over the emotional index. We're going to go over the long for short trades. We're going to go over the long for short trade risk, the well and institutional smart money, support and resistance prices, dollar cost average buys, as well as exit points for Solana SOL today. So let's dive right in. What I want to point your guys' attention to first is the price versus the well money flow and the trend exhaustion. This is where I like to start on the chart. Historically, when we do see this move up into the top red, sorry, that's way too big. When we see this move up in the top red section, we just need to look at what has happened in the past when we do get these moves. And when this has happened, we do see moves back down in the market. I was curious to see how well this would work on SOL, but SOL, I guess I'll call it SOL. We are seeing this call moves back down very well in the market. Consolidations to moves back down to even calling the top up here before we ended up seeing the biggest drop. So the trend exhaustion indicator is in the description of this video as well as the first comment, but this is also available over on our website at tradeconfident.io under the indicators tab. If you come up here and just simply click on indicators, you guys can find it right here. Trend exhaustion, price versus well, money flow, and all the other indicators. Bundle deal is the best. Okay, not turning this into a sales video. Let's get into this. I want to point this out to you guys because yes, I do believe SOL could move down a little bit lower here to the bottom right section and start seeing a little bit of a pump back in the market. But here's what I really want to talk to you guys about today is the psychology of a market cycle. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to come up here and let me give me a second here while I finagle this thing real quick. I need to actually go to resources. Let's go to resources. Okay. This could be a coin that could see maybe a 4x move from where it's at currently. Yes, I know I'm kind of pumping that. Or this could be the psychology of a market cycle euphoria stage where this thing just actually ends up crashing. I know I'm giving two big perspectives, but I'm going to back this up and show this to you guys. Let's take a look at the daily time frame real quick, and then we'll jump right into this. This is basically the start of the coin. Obviously, we see our first move up here, and then we see our impulse. Well, does that look anything like this over here? Here, let me give you an argument of why this thing could 4x here. We could be sitting at this area on the chart right here. If I'm going to draw this line and I want you guys to look over here, we could be at the hope phase. The reason I say that is we look at the trickle trades into the market. We see our first pump down, we see a move back down, and then we see a run up. This run up right here in the hope phase could be this initial move up and then the pump. See that? We trickle in, initial move up, and then a pump. Come over here. We trickle in, initial move up, and then a pump. It is possible that this could be the top. If that is following suit to this move here, this is looking like it could be moving back down very nicely. Bitcoin actually moved back down all the way to structure low, which is on the chart at around right around $60, $59, $60 before it started moving back up. Let me prove it to you here. We saw the move up here, we saw it come back to structure low, and then we saw the blast off move, which could be a 4 to 5x on SOL. Okay. That is something that could happen, a break back down. We get back down here, we just see this skyrocket. The other perspective you must understand here is that this could be already pushed up into the euphoria stage of the psychology of a market cycle. So if that is true, and we actually have already seen this pump up already, and this right now is where we're currently at in euphoria, this could be due for a very big move back down to previous structure lows as well. Where would that put us? It would put us right around this area of about $60. So when I say $60, it's not just to throw out a number there. This is using historical data of what this looks like. Don't believe me? Go back over here to the euphoria of a market cycle, euphoria on a psychology of market cycle for Wall Street. This also shows the initial pump. We see the move back down and then a retracement, usually to structure low on the chart. So The reason why I haven't been covering this, although I could have covered this in the past few days, is that I've told people ask me over email, and this is what I've told them. I said I absolutely believe this is driven by emotions. You guys can quote me because I've sent on email. I do believe SOL could be seeing a big crash in the market, and this is the precursor to this. All right, with that said, let's go over the metrics here, and I'll give you guys a full update, and then I'm going to end of how can you get into this if you want to actually trade this. All right, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, these metrics will update. I actually released these yesterday. I think it was around, like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So the fresh new metrics are going to update at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Literally, it's in like 30 minutes. When you guys watch this video, it'll probably be like 8 o'clock already, or 7:40 or something like that. Okay, here's what I want to point out to you guys. We were pushed up yesterday. This is so cool because this actually predicted the drop. We were pushed up yesterday into the greedy section. That's where we've been for a long time. Again, this is the initial move of psychology of a market cycle where indicators and metrics can be thrown off quite a bit. Why? Because it's just pure emotional buying, okay? I've said that to you guys many times before. So this is up to the greedy section. We see this got up here. We saw it move back down in the market. We saw it push up here. We saw it move back down in the market. And then we saw this huge move up, just strict teenage emotions and hormones pushing in here and everybody FOMOing in. Let's take a look at what we're seeing here. This is new data. So SOL is actually a pretty new coin, okay? So when we look at this, we need to just give this a little bit more time. And the reason why I put this on here is because I want us to watch this because this will actually print out data every single day. So by October 1st, we're going to have a ton of data, guys, where we can get some really good trades in here and actually trade this thing, I think actually pretty profitably. I'm not going to look to trade this until probably October, maybe November. I want to get more data because it's still fairly a new coin and it is still in this initial pump. So just watching that, okay? Some people can argue that this was already the first pump right here, and this was the first psychology move. We came back to structure low, and we head back up, and this is the second pump. Even if it is the second pump, I still believe this is due for a move back down, okay? So let's keep watching that. Taking a look at long and short trade risk, this is obviously pushed up into the great short trade area, and yes, if there's any trade you guys could have taken, it would have been a short trade up here. It is just too high, $200 psychological level, and then we started moving back down from there. Take a look at this though. If you guys are watching this into the future and you're brand new to SOL, you need to be watching this metric. This metric right here helped us call the drop on Ethereum and Bitcoin, okay? We were seeing that smart money was accumulating their trades to the downside, just as you see here, and this is where they're making their money. I do believe that this could start heading down quite a bit further, and we could, if it stays true to that psychology of a market cycle, guys, we could be heading back down to structure low here, which is at that $60 mark. Hold on, I will give you guys a little bit more targets in here if you guys give me a second. Support resistance prices. Yes, we could head down to 60, but where's the next pit stop here? It's going to be at $80, okay? $80 is where I expect to see a pit stop. Let's come here and actually mock this up on the chart here. $80 puts us at structure high right here. So if we look at this, $80 is a place where we could come down, bounce off here, and actually start seeing a nice pump back up. I want to pull this real quick for you guys, a Fibonacci retracement, because this is something you have to be looking at. Structure high to structure low. This zone puts us right around the $100 psychological level. I do believe, although I've been calling out this because this is a structure right here around that 80 and also the 60 down here, we need to be looking at this golden Fibonacci retracement, which right around $100, where does that put us, guys? Smack dab right in the middle of the Fibonacci retracement of 50%. So I do believe $100 is going to act as incredible support where we could see it bounce back up here. Okay, let's continue here and I'll wrap this video up. Looking at this for dollar cost average buys, this indicator literally comes out and it finds the best places to get into before the price skyrockets. Obviously, that did very, very well there. Alternatively, this is an indicator that looks to call the tops before we start seeing moves back down. Again, in the initial move by psychology market cycle, which I personally believe we are in, looking at the resource data that we have, this is calling a drop here, and this was saying, hey, heads up, watch out, I don't think we're going to head up any further. Well, that called it yesterday, guys, before the drop, and that's what we ended up seeing happen here. So the metrics are going to hold true very accurately, and as I said on other videos, if you guys haven't followed me, 75 to 80% of the time, these metrics will be correct as well as our indicators. But 20 to 25% of the time, all of your metrics, all of your indicators will be off, okay? We'd be billionaires if we just take out loans and then throw a bunch of money into crypto if that was true. So what I want you guys to set up here is to look for the long trade. If you guys want to get in here, come over here to the live trade. This does require your membership. It's $49 a month, guys. Literally, I've had people making thousands of dollars this week. You paid for the subscription the rest of your life. Come over here to live trades. scroll down on the front page and click this right here. You need to actually click this. Once you click it, you are going to see a chart that looks very close to this, price action in white, and then you are going to see right now on SOL, you are going to see 4 buy limits and 4 yellow lines. The 4 yellow lines below the current price at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, or whenever you check. You can check at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. It doesn't matter. Look for the 4 yellow lines below the current price. Those are your 4 buy limits. I'll tell you this. We are very close to hitting a buy limit for Solana today. Technically, you could probably market order into the first buy limit today, but make sure you guys have those set up. And I have these spread out very well to the downside because I do expect to see SOL moving down a little bit further simply because we see that happening with the psychology of a market cycle, okay? The argument for this to head back up, okay, where could this go? First, guys, it's going to have to break the psychological level of $200. That's going to happen first. If we want to see it move back up, we are going to have to push down to the bottom right section, which we're getting close here, and see it move back up in the price here. I believe Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to need to see some bearish movement to see SOL move up. I know there are some people saying that Solana is negatively correlated to Bitcoin and Ethereum, saying that when Ethereum's going down a lot, you're looking at SOL and you guys are saying it's going up. That is technically what's called a negative correlation coin. It's where they polarize in their movement. So one goes up and one goes down. I do believe SOL is going to be positively correlated to Bitcoin and Ethereum. I do believe Solana is going to be positively correlated to Bitcoin and Ethereum. I see a lot of people online saying like, when everything's going down, SOL is going up. No, guys, it's because it's in the middle of the psychology of a market cycle where everybody's freaking out and they're just throwing their money in there. This is going to be positively correlated to Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm very strong on that, and I will look to prove that to you guys in the coming videos, okay? So that's the best thing I've got for you guys today. Make sure you pick up the indicators in the description. Watch this. This has called the tops and bottoms before, and make sure you guys are setting up your buy orders for your buy limits for SOL today, because I do believe those are very good entries if you guys want to get in here and use very good risk management. And we have not lost a trade yet because of the metrics and the risk management we use, so I think you guys will really enjoy that. God bless you guys so much. I'll try to do some more videos on SOL as well as the other coins, and I'll keep you guys updated. See you guys on tomorrow's video. I got to get over to emails real quick here so I can answer your guys' questions. But if you have any, email me at btradeconfident@gmail.com, and I'll see you guys on the next videos. Bye-bye, guys. Have a good one.